Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Arsenal show. Mandem United podcast meets the Gunner Talk from the Arsenal podcast. So we'll be talking about both Manchester United. Well, talking about Manchester United and Arsenal. Super Mikel Arteta set to be offered new deal. New deal by the Arsenal board. That is reports from Fabrizio Romano and other journalists as well. Those reports also stating he is set. Sorry, people. I was just eating a chocolate biscuit. I ain't gonna lie. I got chocolate biscuit in my mouth. He is set. Not a good idea, but here we are. He is set to be. What was I even saying? He's set to be one of the highest paid managers in Europe. So we'll be discussing that. Secondly, as well in regards to Manchester United, Jurgen Klopp takes shot at Ten Hag over Sancho. So we'll be discussing that as well, because Sancho and Ten Hag has been forever a topic this season. And I think will continue to be a topic of conversation. Even if Ten Hag leaves Manchester United as manager and Sancho leaves as a player, they have a cross paths. So say, for instance, Sancho goes to Dortmund and then Ten Hag's managing in the Bundesliga. I could see that happening. I don't know why my Wi-Fi is playing up, but here we are. Run up the likes first and foremost, though. Run up the likes. Make sure you share this across all the socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to that channel. Subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. We got man like TJ in the building. Tony's in the building as well. What are you saying, TJ? You good?
Bro, I'm fantastic. It's Thursday. Beautiful out here in Kansas City right now. Looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to the Champions League final this weekend, and I'm also looking forward. I cannot believe I'm going to say this, to not talking about Arsenal during the Euros and Copa America, because I hate to play spoiler alert for people. We're not serious. We're not serious. We're looking at this Sesko guy, Flawless. We were talking about this in the backstage.
Yeah.
I looked at this Sesko guy. You know. He just joined Leipzig. He scored 13 goals in 33 games. How is that an improvement on what we have right now? This isn't what we need. This is not what we've been asking for. I'm sure we're going to get into it, but like we were talking about this backstage, TJ, you know, you're just like, TJ, what's going to make you smile? A striker that'll get me 20 goals. That 20 goals in a season. That's all I want. That's all I want. And you know, that might be a big ask for Arsenal Football Club at this point and Super Mick. But, you know, how can we not get a guy
Super Mick
that can score 20 goals across the line with the greatest European manager in some people's opinions? And the next phase is going to be it. The next phase we're going to win. The next phase is winning the title. You know, how are we supposed to do that without somebody that can consistently score 15 goals, 20 goals every season? We can't do it, man. Can't do it. But yeah, obviously we'll get into it. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see Tony, my man, of course, and everybody in the chat. Big up. Smash the likes up. You know, it's your favorite Thursday panel show. No matter what other people tell you, this is your favorite. Big up, Flawless. Let's go. Let's do this.
Every time before we get into the show, man like Tony is in the court. Yes, Tony, what are you saying first and foremost? You good outside of football? Are you blessed?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, man. See, Flawless, big ups to you, man. TJ, my guy, nice to see you down here every time. Everyone in the chat, yeah, big ups to you. I know you guys, I know you guys are here to, you know, to laugh at me, you know, scoof at me, make fun of me right now, you know. Call me an astrologer, a failed astrologer. See you guys, I get that. You know, we keep rolling. You know, we keep rolling. You know, we keep rolling. Another season, Arsenal bottled the league yet again. Mikel Arteta bottled the league yet again. The stars didn't align. You know, we tried realigning yet again. The manager still bottled the realignment altogether again. You know, it's not good. You know, it's not a good look. And you know, this past week, you know, I saw my guy, Flawless, you know, having a nice time, won the FA Cup. You know, we're going to speak on that later on. Yeah, you know, my guy, you know, even taking photo ops. You know, taking photo ops at the Molyneux, you know, enjoying having a nice time, you know.
Hey, man.
See it, guys,
Appreciate that.
You know, we've been linked to players like Benjamin Sisko. You know, I call him Cisco. Yeah, because all these guys are clowns. Yeah, all these guys we're being linked to, they're all clowns. I call him Cisco. Zexy, Joshua Zexy.
Song
You
song,
know,
you
all
know.
these guys with funny names. Yeah, bro. See, TJ, I don't know about you, man, but all these guys, yeah, they're all reek of clowns to me. These guys aren't guys that are going to score 20, 25 goals. I know we'll get into it later on, yeah. We'll talk about it. How about that clown that we're being linked to at Manchester United? See, yeah, guys, yeah, we're going to open that kind of warmth later today, yeah? And it's not going to be pretty, yeah? And, you know, just chill out, you know. We've got a big action parked show for you guys this night, yeah. You know, it's going to be a good one. Let's see.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Smash the likes,
Tony,
guys. Smash the likes.
Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. No, I didn't once, but shout out to Monts who says, anyone clip my cameo from last night on clubs? Because, yeah, Monts was on smoke. We went from, where was he at when he joined? I think we went from Division 5 to Division 3. We're also one of the teams that's in the elite division as well. But there will be, because playoffs start actually, I think it's tomorrow, technically in the UK. So they start tomorrow. So we will be running that on the Playback People Pro Clubs EAFC 24. TJ, if he's around, will be involved. Months, obviously, will be there. And the rest of the gang as well. And Tamonte says, yo, Flawless, what happened to Cam? Cam's good. He's just busy, that's all. Just life stuff for your family, man. That's all. But Cam.
Shout out to Cam, man. Great guy.
Yeah.
He's blessed, man.
He's okay. He's chilling. Yeah. He's all good. No issues with Cam. Cam my done, so don't think there's any fallout. He's welcome. He knows he's welcome to join to the panel whenever he's ready. And you know what? He'll probably pop up in the chat. Because even he was on Shameless, when I was on Shameless on Lewis's channel, Shameless FC, he was in the chat. But yeah, Cam's good. And you'll probably see him over the summer. Something will probably send him over the edge. Arsenal will do something that will piss him off and he'll be like, send me the link. I can already see it. That you lot will sign somebody and be like, fuck this. 100%. But large up to everyone in the cut as well. Sheik, good to see you in the chat as well. Also, but where to start? So much going on. You got Mikel Arteta. You got the links to Sesko. Tony mentioned there the links. I believe he called him the clown for Manchester United. I presume he's talking about Marcus Rashford, but I could be wrong. But we'll start with the title of the actual episode. Mikel Arteta set to be up a new deal by Arsenal. Going to be, according to reports, will be one of the highest paid managers in Europe. There's been no talk of the length of the deal, but obviously he's got a year left on his current deal. So I'm going to believe it's at least 3 years or more. But we'll go to you, TJ. Thoughts on the Arteta new deal?
Stan and Josh better know what they're doing here, because otherwise we're going to be paying this guy a lot of money. I mean, obviously it's not my money, so I guess I shouldn't care. But we're going to be paying this guy a lot of money, and all the Arteta fans out there, all the Arteta stans, if you will, shout out Eminem, are literally going to be over the moon about this because they know they got this guy locked up and he's going to.
This is the actual quote. Let me do my due diligence and actually read the quote. So this is from Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal have already prepared their new contract proposal for Mikel Arteta to be discussed soon. Arsenal are super happy with Arteta and the feeling is mutual. Both want to keep going with the current project. Arteta will be one of the best paid managers in Europe. And like I said, from Fabrizio Romano. Sorry, TJ. I just had to let that be known.
No.
Give people the full context.
Full context. Yeah, no. That's important, especially here on YouTube, where context goes out the window most of the time. But no, here's the thing though, is that I wish we would have waited a little bit longer before we threw this out there. Because what I would like to see, and it does happen, is maybe see how he does first 15, 16 matches of the season. See how it's going. See how we're doing in cup competition. See how we're doing in the new formats of the Champions League. See how we're doing in the new world that will be 24-25 European football. I think that he has the friend factor, he has the trust factor with the Cronkies to get him through the door, and the cult of personality that has been built around this manager makes it a win-win for him. I mean, I understand why Josh and Stan did it. I just don't necessarily agree with it. But where there's a little bit of trust is that the Cronkies have depended on coaches, have given long-term tenures to coaches before and have eventually reaped rewards. You saw it with Malone with the Denver Nuggets. You saw it with Jared Bednar with Colorado Avalanche. They're building something, but it didn't quite take them as long as It's taking Arteta.
Yeah.
And that's where I get pause. And obviously, I have trouble comparing the American sports versus the European sports. I think that context has to be applied there a little bit, where you are, especially with this fan base, you are expected to win every single season.
True.
It's not just vibes, and eventually, people, even the Arteta inners, are going to stop being satisfied by vibes. You know what I mean? And I would stop being satisfied by vibes this time last season. But we move. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's not my money, and they think that Arteta's taking this team in a direction. I think that I'm going to be once again proven right this time next season. I'm going to be Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day. It's going to be the same old story, same old song and dance, same old thing that I was talking to you about May 30th, 2023 flawless, where I need to see big signings, which I'm not seeing. I'm not even seeing links at least this time last season. We were in for Declan Rice. Now we're in for some 13 goal scorer at RB Leipzig, who's been in the Austrian league for 2 seasons beforehand. And now you're talking about moving this guy into the Premier League. We're going to get into that, I'm sure. I don't want to spin off here, but at the end of the day, people are going to say it's a good move, but football is a results-based business. And if you look at the results, he's gotten us into competitions that generate money and that generate merch sales for this club, which the Cronkies, all they care about, sorry to say it, guys, is this. So if people continue to settle for this mediocrity and continue to say, hey, you know what? We got second again, but we got to the semi of the Champions League this season. That's progress. Come on, Super Mick, 5 more years. You know what I mean? That's where I'm going to absolutely flip. But anyway, I'm curious to hear what Tony has to say about this. But guys, in my opinion, it was just a business decision. I just don't agree with it. I want to see some results next season before I would have wanted to see this re-signing. But I'm Mr. Negative.
Yes, and before we get to Tony's thoughts, man, I asked him for Cam as well. If I speak, he says, you know what? It's my birthday. I ain't trying to stress about this club today. Happy birthday, Cam. Love to you, family. Definitely catch up.
Happy birthday, Cam, man.
Love,
every
man.
time.
Every single time.
Happy birthday,
everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
Please make sure you wish Cam a happy birthday in the chat, especially with the announcement of Arteta being signed going to be offered a new deal on his birthday eve. But yeah, wish Cam a happy birthday. Continue to get your questions in. I'm starring the best questions as well. But same to you, Tony. Thoughts on the news with Super Mick?
Yeah. First of all, man, I wanted to say happy birthday to Cam. I met Cam on this show for the first time, and very great guy. We had a good chat. I think TJ was off during that period. I think he had a couple of things to go take care of. So Cam came in place of him. And, Cam, man, big ups to you, man. You're a real one. I see you on Instagram. He hits me up once in a while, and he loves Arsenal Football Club. And, of course, he does love the standards of us trying to just get a trophy in. He's that guy. So big ups to you, Cam, man. Enough respect to you and happy birthday to you, man. All love from this channel, Sarcasm TV, and the rest of us. We love you down here, bro. Well said, TJ. Well said. Guys, in the charts, just to correct you guys, I know maybe I might have, drank and, sunk in deep into that, astrology stuff during the season. I might have drank from the Kool-Aid. I might have drank from the Kool-Aid, but it's a competition. I'm an Arsenal fan, and I have to support my football club. First of all, I'm an Arsenal fan. Support your football club no matter what, and later on we'll talk about the realities. But there's one thing I've been very consistent about this season. It's about Mikel Arteta. I really felt that we're going to win the league this season, to be very sincere with you. And that was just because of the team. I felt that the team maybe might have matured in terms of how they've grown, putting up a challenge against Man City last season. And then this season, I felt that maybe they'll just get up a notch and, step it up just a bit, just because of what they did last season. But again, the same mistakes, the same ill experience still trails this team, and that's just one person to blame. Mikel Arteta is the one to blame. And again, if you even want to go deep down the rabbit hole, yeah, Mikel Arteta isn't just the only one. How about his enablers? And come on, see here, guys. Yeah, we're in a generation right now where you know, even the enablers are part of the problem these days in this current generation. We don't just get the criminals, we get the enablers too. Yeah, how about that? How about Josh and Stan Kroenke enabling this ill-experienced manager to be in our football club? How about that? No one is even talking about that. Can you see how these guys have just totally escaped? Why they allow Mikel Arteta to be the scapegoat? And you know Mikel Arteta is the stubborn one, so he's going to put up that front for them. He's going to take the shots. How many placards have you seen since last season? Since 2 seasons ago, anyway, or even since 3 seasons ago, where people are carrying placards about, the owners of this football club. No one is carrying Kroenke out placards. That's because of one person, Mikel Arteta. He's been able to shoulder and kind of like just protect these owners in a way that no other manager. Guys, listen to this quote. This manager has protected the owners of this football club in no other way that any other manager has done in this football club. Even Arsene Wenger, that's what I'm talking about. That's why this manager is going to be blessed up with more, with a very, very fat contract coming in, and he's going to be handed more powers in this football club. See, guys, just to give you a taste of this guy's powers, before I get into the monetary aspect and financial gain, yeah, TJ, 2 weeks ago, we're stunned, yeah, just immediately after the league went to Man City. I can see Vader shaking his bum in the charts, yeah, but big up to you, Vader. We love you.
Shout out Vader, man. I love that, man. Shout out Vader.
Shout out Vader, man. Shout out Vader.
Working.
See, just before Man City won, after the league has already gone to Man City. TJ, you saw that news about the Arsenal goalkeeper trainer that was sacked by Mikel Arteta on the spot, just for challenging him about why did you have to bring in David Raya to disrupt things.
I didn't know that.
Was actually the quote. Yeah. This guy was sacked at the spot. He wasn't allowed to come back. He was sacked. Actually, I was even wondering where this guy went to. But, the news later filtered through that, he's gone. And it was because Mikel Arteta and him had, a little bit of a disagreement about him bringing in David Raya. Now, that shows that a lot of powers have been granted to Mikel Arteta to actually do as he like, to do whatever he wants. And TJ, this is what scares me, man. This manager has and wields more power than Arsene Wenger actually wielded in this football club, to be very sincere with you. This manager is a strongly backed manager. Even Arsene Wenger in the dwindling periods, in the twilight periods during when he was getting out of the football club, people turned on this guy. No one is turning on Mikel Arteta. This guy has support. It's like a cult-like support. And this is what really scares me with this football club. They love this guy. I can really understand if it's a manager that actually wins trophies, get them over the line, wins the league, gets a couple of FA Cups, getting a Carling Cup in there, shows ambition in the Champions League. I would say, okay, I'll give him a chance. I'll say, yeah. But in this case, yeah, his only claim, yeah, is this FA Cup he won when he came into this football club. A couple of charity shields, which isn't a competitive trophy, in my sight, and going head to head with Man City. That's all. And again, it's like this guy's being driven by the system. Just a couple of days ago, he was handed the best Premiership coach of the season. You can see there's a big system. Yeah. Exactly, man. There's a big system backing this guy up. The system backs this guy up. The fan base loves this guy. This guy's being backed up from every position. CTJ, yeah, Arsenal. in the 2023-2024 season, at the end of this past season, 253.7 million pounds is what Arsenal is going to ship into their coffers, into the company account, definitely, yeah. But of course, we do know it's it's money for the shareholders. But of course, the majority shareholders are the Kronkers, so they're gonna earn more from this. See, yeah, they will get a windfall of 79 million pounds from just getting into that Champions League quarterfinals. See, Arsenal had 25 major endorsements this season. I'm talking of big time major endorsements, and even the small ones. Of course, Rwanda, of course, Fly Emirates, totaling up to 25, both small scale and big scale. The money is there. This guy has raked in money for this owners, definitely. And you know what? Yeah, Arsenal had the biggest and the most enormous reach. I'm talking of global reach in terms of viewership this season. Arsenal made lots of money, astronomical amounts that even them don't want to even release it at least until the next 2 months. Yeah, the numbers are so astronomical. It's here. It's gonna shatter whatever anyone have seen in recent times. That's what Arsenal is right now. It's a money making machine that has gotten to that extent because of Mikel Arteta. To some extent, that's what these owners are seeing. That's what these owners think is the peak of where they want to be, because of the ambition is no longer there, and it hasn't been there for a couple of years. But now they've now seen someone who could actually protect their backs, make more money for them, and it's all looking good. So, come on, man. Why would you sack your money making machine? Everything is looking good, and the fan base like him, and he literally protects them. I don't think there's any way this guy's going. And see, guys, if you think that this deal just came up out of the blue moon, I'm sorry, TJ. If you think that this deal just came out from the blue moon, see, guys, dream again. This deal has been signed, sealed, and delivered on the golf course when he's been eating dinner, or maybe even in Dubai being fed meat by Salt Bay. I'm talking of Josh Kronk and of course Mikel Arteta. Yeah, they're friends, bro. They're friends. They go on dinner dates. They eat. They play golf together. He's gonna go in the summer to America. They're gonna eat. They're gonna break bread together. They are friends. They're brothers in crime. They're brothers in arms. This is what they do. And you know what? Yeah, TJ. This is what scares me. Another 3-year deal for Mikel Arteta. Even the biggest one out of the whole thing is that another windfall is going to be given to this manager to spend in the summer, TJ. That's why we've been linked with all these clowns. We'll talk about the clowns later on. We've been, Cisco, Zexy, all these guys with funny names who haven't even scored 20 goals in a season. Like, bro,
in what is viewed as a less competitive league, and this is how I know we're not serious, and how I'm truly worried about this club, because you compare us to I don't know, a small club like Man United, right? You compare us to a minuscule club like the Red Devils from Manchester, right? They have one of the worst seasons, the worst season in the Premier League era for them. Yes, they still win a trophy. Criminals. They literally go to Wembley, rob the place, and leave. Right.
Facts.
Then I mostly blame Man City for that. They played a horrible game, and Manchester United played their best game of the season. Anyway, all I'm saying is that all it takes is one game. All it takes is one for our rivals to now have something over us, something to hold over our head. But our fan base, and look, I don't want to. I try to steer clear of judging how anybody decides to support their team. It's not that personal to me. I'm not going to go out and say, hey, you're a fraud because you like Mikel Arteta. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say is I fundamentally disagree with the direction that the club is going in because of the cult of personality that has been built around this manager. When you are not holding your manager to account for results that are below expectations, that's when you start sliding into the last years of Arsene Wenger. That's when you start sliding in to mediocrity. And what was mediocrity back then? Top 4 in an FA Cup. That was mediocrity. Now we're below mediocrity because our rivals are winning cups. Liverpool is winning the Carabao Cup. Man United is winning the FA Cup. Like these are competitions that we used to take seriously, and that we used to be able to stamp our brand on every single time. But with this fan base, they're perfectly fine as long as we do the double over Tottenham, as long as we beat Manchester, we do the double over Manchester United in the Prem. Oh, who cares if we didn't finish 12th? We still beat these guys at the best water park in Manchester. For me, it's just not good enough. But for others, it is. You know what I mean? And that's what absolutely kills me about this is that you had Man United fans literally standing on the precipice, looking for the closest window to jump out of. Now they're raising trophies, right?
Fact,
and you know what we're doing? You're seeing the only way that you're seeing our armpits is when we go like this. We don't know. We're gonna see. But I'm going to try to wrap this up in saying that the cult of personality that has been built around this manager is dangerous because you're going to get mindless followers that are not following the club because they believe in the history of the club. They believe in the badge. They believe in one single individual. Yeah. And that is a huge, huge problem because as soon as that individual starts really sliding into mediocrity, which I believe he is right now, there's not going to be any change. So the people that want to see the club win are going to be like, hey, I want more. But then you're going to get the other half of the fan base that says, hey, you should be grateful. Or your rivals that say, hey, you should be grateful you're in the Champions League every season. And you get knocked out in the in the round of 16 or the quarterfinals. You should be grateful to be playing under the lights against Real Madrid. You might get pounded 6-2 on aggregate, but you should be grateful. I hate that. I hate that mentality. I hate that mentality, man. And look, I'm still Arteta out. People are calling me flip-flops. I'm still Arteta out. But I still hold the standard of the football club because we have business to do this summer. We have to sign a striker. We have to sign a backup center back, in my opinion. We have to sign another number 6. We have to sign another backup, a backup winger for Bukayo Saka. One that is actually levels and can actually chase him and make him work. But are we going to do that? Probably not. We're probably going to sign some third stringer out of Austria and try to make something out of him because that's what this guy does. And look, people are giving. I'm going to say something controversial here. Okay,
Close yours.
I wouldn't mind seeing Rashford at this club. I wouldn't mind it.
You agree? I think so. He revived Havertz. What could he do with Marcus Rashford, Tony? Hey, Tony, you didn't want Kai. Hey, Tony, you didn't want Kai Havertz. Look what he did with Kai, man.
No.
I'm going to say something that people are going to give me. People are going to give me a lot of shit about this, guys. People are going to give me a lot of shit about this.
Let him land. Hey, Tony, let him land.
Tony, you can go ahead and let it land. You can let it land. Yeah, well back 2.0. That's funny, actually. That's big up connecting in the chat.
Shout out Welbs, man. I hate any disrespect for Welbs.
Hey. Do not disrespect Welbs. Do not disrespect Welbs.
Shout out Danny Welbs, man.
Period.
Shout out Marcus.
Danny Welbs.
Hey, Tony, you can hear it now. Troop saying it. Marcus Clark Rashford. You know
exactly. Exactly. Man. No, I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Marcus Clark Havertz. I mean, Clark Rashford. Sorry, go on.
No.
All I'm going to say is look. If there's one person that everybody thinks can get a tune out of Marcus Rashford, it's Mikel Arteta. Okay, is Mikel Arteta literally the guy that can bring people to life? Is he a human defibrillator? Boom. Can he revive Marcus Rashford's career? Because if he can, like he did with Kai Havertz, you're going to see this kid banging in goals like you've never seen it before. Man.
And you need a goal scorer. And
we need a goal scorer. He can bang from the left and he can bang in the number 9 if he's on his day. I mean, come on, Tony. We saw this guy absolutely cook us several times.
Several.
Tony.
A plethora of times, Tony. Put tears in your eyes. Marcus Clark Rashford.
TJ.
I know. And look, Don Dad is giving me shit in the chat.
TJ, I just want to interject here. Yeah.
If everybody believes in this manager as much as they do, put your money where your mouth is. Go out there and get Go out there and get the politician, Marcus Rashford, put him on the wing and watch him cook.
Look at Flawless face. He's laughing.
Who's laughing? Where did I laugh? Where's the laugh?
TJ, look.
Where's the laugh?
How are you calling Marcus Rashford? Marcus Rashford has always and not always
TJ,
been a bad footballer. Give me a break.
Laughing.
Where's the laughing?
When you were making this backup, for Rashford, look, he was laughing. He's actually taking the piss. He's laughing. Who's laughing? See, guys, see.
Who's laughing?
I know this is a Manchester United, platform, but oh my days, bruv. Please, I don't want to see Rashford anywhere around Ashford. I don't want to see him anywhere around North London. To be very sincere with you, I don't want to see this guy. See, TJ, you're an Arsenal fan. Come on, man.
Who would be better?
After we've disgraced ourselves year after year, getting backups. TJ, let me land.
Land.
TJ. See, you've seen what this football club have done, mostly when we're going into all these other football clubs to get in players. This football club have brought in guys. Do you remember that Man United legend Silvestre? Yeah,
Mikel Arteta. You are a legend, but I hear
football
you.
club.
He played for you lot.
Yeah. Silvestre. You remembered how he played for us, right? We brought in Jorginho. He now has a life contract at Arsenal. Yeah, and we brought in David Luiz. See, Gala. See, I can name all these, all these clowns we've actually brought into this football club. Yeah, and see, it's turned to dust. TJ, why do we need to go get a striker who have just scored 7 goals this past
season?
TJ, why are we? TJ, why are we doing this? But TJ, why are we doing this? 7 goals and 2 assists. TJ, come on, man. This guy hasn't even scored 20 goals.
This is the worst. This is literally the worst Man United team. This is the worst Man United team in the Premier League era,
bro.
And everybody's gonna blame. I love it because everybody blames Marcus Rashford. Everybody blames Sancho, but you're not looking at all the other players that are in that team that are fucking mid. Like it's absolutely insane. And look, people might not like that take, but I'm telling you right now.
When has Rashford scored 20 goals in a season? TJ,
last season.
We started with an epistle in this show right here in this show. No. Wait. In this show, you started with an epistle that Arsenal needs a 20 or more goal scoring a striker. Isn't that what you said when you started this show today? Mm-hmm. You said that, right?
Yeah.
When was the last time that Rashford scored 20 goals in the Premiership?
In the Premiership?
Last season before. Season before last
season before, I thought that was all comps, but in the Prem, I don't know.
I think he might have been 17 in the Prem actually. Well, he's a wide player. He's a winger. He's not a striker.
Good. He scored.
I would sell my left arm for somebody that can score 17 goals.
Flawless. There was a reason why. See. You know what? Yeah, there was a reason why I asked that question because he has never scored 20 goals in the league.
No, he scored 17.
Never. His highest tally is 17 goals. In the Premiership.
Tony,
he scored it a season ago. The other time he scored even near up to that tally was in the 2019-2020 season.
Yeah, he scored 17
the only time
again.
he scored 17.
Yeah.
Exactly in the 2019-2020 season.
He got 11 this season.
He's not see guys, he's not good enough. We already have Gabriel Jesus who can't score goals. We already have Eddie Nketiah, who Ipswich isn't gonna even take away from us. Bro, we're screwed. We can't afford to go bring in another dead striker who only wants to hang out with rappers. And TJ, there's enough rappers down there in London. Trust me. See, we're gonna be screwed at the end of the day. We don't need to go get. See, you know what? Yeah, we don't need that. See, we don't need anybody. Bro, we don't need any other person who can score 20 goals in a season. Look at Man City. See, TJ.
Wait, do you want 20 goals from? Wait, Tony. Do you want 20 goals from your winger though? Do you want 20 goals from your winger?
See, it's a striker. I don't want to hear these stories. He's a striker. I don't want to hear these stories. Yeah, he's a striker. And if you're coming into to my football club as a striker, you need to be scoring 20 or more goals. That's the only thing I want to hear. 20 or more goals.
Tony, he's
If
not
he
a
can't
striker.
score 20 goals, then go for Victor Osimhen.
Tony,
If Victor
he's not a
Osimhen can't
striker.
come in, go and get me Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney's in the market. Why would I
Ivan
go and
Toney's in the
spend
mud,
65
bro.
million pounds on a Rashford?
Rashford's a winner.
Bro, I will go get him. It's better with being that mud.
Tony,
It's
let me
better
ask
we
you-
go
Tony,
and
Tony,
be in
let me
that
ask
mud
you-
than to go
Tony,
get
let me ask
Rashford.
you a question.
I'm
Tony,
sorry, man. I don't want to see
Tony.
that guy now.
Okay, there's nothing to do with Rashford. Do you want Arsenal to sign a left winger as well as a striker? Are you happy with your left wing options?
Bro, man.
I'm just asking.
Bro, if the option, no, I'm just saying, if the option
I never said the option.
of a left winger is to go get
Would you
Rashford, then I better not be
No,
with
that's
with
not
a
what I'm asking.
left-sided
I'm saying no. Forget Rashford. Tony.
winger.
Breathe. Take 5. All I'm asking is, would you like Arsenal to sign a left winger? I didn't mention Rashford. Do you want Arsenal to sign a left winger in the summer? Would you like to see that happen? A quality left winger.
Yeah. How about Rafael
Okay,
Lau?
cool.
What about Rafael
Okay,
Lau?
Biao.
What about Rafael
Okay,
Lau?
cool.
How about Williams from
Okay.
Bilbao? See, yeah, and TJ, this is the most dangerous thing, yeah. I don't even believe in all this Sesko and Zexi. I actually do believe that Mikel Arteta is gonna go buy Rashford. How about that? I don't believe in any of all these rumors. But immediately I saw that Rashford rumor, I knew it that they were going to go. I knew immediately that it's instinctive, yeah. It's the kind of signing that is the Arsenal thing to do, to go get a Rashford. I believe in that rumor. I don't even think it's a rumor. I think it's
I don't.
There's
think
no
it's
lies
more.
in that.
I think
In
it's
all
more
the Sesko,
true.
Ivan Toney, Zexi, they're all lies. That Rashford one is the one I think it's true.
I think it's more, and here's the thing about this is that in this is what I love about the Man United fans in the chat. Big yourselves up, but I'm about to put you guys in the mud. I think it's so funny that you guys are slagging off Rashford, but at the same time you're slagging off the guy that's in charge of the team and supposed to be putting him in positions to win. He wins one FA Cup, and then all of a sudden the Man United fans are, oh well, maybe we should give him another year. Not flawless. But I have seen other people being like, "Oh, he won us something." So you guys are going to start being him haw on Eric Ten Hag. But whereas 3 months ago you were about to pay his bus ticket to the freaking airport, and now you're like, "Oh well, Rashford really just didn't fit into our system. He's an absolute."
But wait,
TJ. Tony.
Wait, TJ. But Flawless.
Tony.
No. See where I'm going, TJ. Flawless enjoyed and was happy. He celebrated. He shook his bum for that FA Cup.
Oh my God,
trophy.
Tony! Hold
what
on.
are we talking about here? You
Tony, let me
He shook his bum when he celebrated when they won that FA Cup.
And secondly,
anyway.
I never shake my bum. Just let me clarify that. You know what I'm saying? Let me just clarify that. I never shake my bum for anything. All right. Let me just clarify that. Like, we have to just let that be known. Flawless shakes his bum for nothing. That's that's a
you should probably make a banner. You should make a banner.
Yeah, and that's what I have to make a banner with Tony on the show. I don't shake my ass for nothing. No, you know what I'm saying? We don't do them things around here. Just to clarify. But yes, we won the FA Cup. Yes, so address me correctly, Tony. FA Cup champion over here. But go on, TJ. God. Carry on saying what you're saying. Yeah,
here's the whole thing.
FA Cup champion over here. I'm trying FA Cup winner. But go on, carry on.
I'm trying to make a point here, guys. Is that people blamed Ten Hag for the performance of the players and how he set up the players, but then when you bring up the players, they're all of them are trash too. I'm like, okay, so who are you mad at? Who are you really mad at? You know what I mean? Who in my opinion, and I'm saying this a little bit tongue in cheek because I am in fact Arteta out, but it would be an elite Arteta signing, an Arteta type signing to go out and get Marcus Rashford. Yeah, go out there and get Bukayo Saka's buddy and see if they can cook. And look, and here's the thing. I don't want to hear anything about TJ Rashford's mid. Oh well, yeah, you haven't seen him under Super Mix, so how do you know? He was under your bum manager for the last 2 seasons. How do you know if he can cook?
He's now under Tony's guy who thought could win the league, man. Super Mick. That is true.
Yeah, Super Mick Arteta.
That is true.
He's the best looking Spaniard you know, and he can turn Rashford into the best left wing you know.
TJ.
You have to be looking at the sky.
TJ,
The point, yeah, no. People are asking me. People are asking me what the point is. The point is that look,
making this mistakes again and again. It won't work, TJ. It won't work. We keep on making this mistake year in, year out. Rashford isn't gonna take Arsenal to the promised land. How about that, TJ? He is not. It doesn't have it in him anymore. He is not that guy.
We're not linked with anybody that can.
That guy.
Is Benjamin Sesko gonna do it?
He is not that guy. He can't take us there.
Who is that guy?
TJ, how about TJ? Now let me tell you that guy, TJ. It's simple. I'd rather go for an Isaac, yeah.
That's an easy answer.
Newcastle. Give Newcastle 100 million to bring in Guimaraes and to also bring in Isaac. How about that? And
you're
also throw in
you're going to have to pay 200 M. You're going to have to pay 200 M.
Who they wanted?
You could get both.
We're not.
No,
we're
we
not.
can add
Here's the thing. I'm going to pour cold water on this right now. There's no way. There's no way. Sorry, Tony, I got to interrupt you. There's no way, and I mean no way, shout out Booker T, that they are going to five time, that they are going to get these guys both through the door because they are the spine of Newcastle. Obviously, Anthony Gordon, great player as well. Nick Pope, great goalkeeper. But you let both of those guys go, there go your goals immediately. So we're not getting if we are going to get those guys from hold on, Tony. Hold on. If we're going to get those guys from Newcastle, it's going to cost us our entire transfer budget to do so. So focus on the areas where we definitely need it, and that's Isak. I say throw the bag at Isak and then try to build depth on the bench. And then other than that, like I know I'm taking the piss about Rashford a little bit, but come on, man. We know where the areas are that we need to address. Sesko is not it. Go get me Isak. Go get me somebody that is actually worth the 14 shirt for this squad that is proven to score goals. Proven. We're not going to get Ollie Watkins. He priced himself out. We're not going to get
about our transfer budget. TJ, you're talking about our transfer budget. We blew £65 million on a player who we didn't even know if he was even a striker or a midfield player in the first place. What are we talking about here? See, TJ, yeah, and I clearly disagree with you when it comes to this Newcastle thing, and I'll give you the reasons why. TJ, just because Manchester United won that FA Cup, it has thrown a lot of things under the bus for most football clubs. Now Chelsea have to go play of course, in a playoff game to get themselves into the Conference League. And right now, Newcastle have been dumped out of Europe. Do you know what that means, TJ? You have to put all these things into context. Yes, Newcastle have big backers, but big backers don't know anything about the FFP rules, because when it comes to bite you, they're coming for your head. And if you're not Man City, God bless you. I just hope you pass, yeah? If you're not Man City. See, Man City have 150. Exactly. See, Man City have 115 charges lingering on their head. They haven't taken any action yet. Newcastle right now won't be having any windfall from Europe at all. The whole story would have changed if they would even still get a little bit of a windfall from Europe. But right now, since Man United have won that trophy, there is no windfall coming from Europe. What does that mean? They have to sell players to be able to fund and balance the books when they're showing their books at the end of the season to the Premier League, of course, to show that, okay, see, even if we're not getting anything from Europe, we've sold this player, and then we can be able to balance the books. And guess what? Isaac and Guimaraes remains the two big players that they can be able to recoup the kind of cash that they need to kind of like reconcile their finances when they're presenting their books against FFP rules that's hammering down their necks right now. So I don't see any problems. If Arsenal goes down there to them, they would not want to sell to Man City because they don't want to do business with a bad guy. They might literally want to do business with Arsenal. They have a couple of players right there sitting down rotting in that Arsenal bench. Reece Nelson interested. Eddie Nketiah could also be thrown into the spanner. Definitely, they are not in Champions League. Definitely, they are not in Europe this season. They might want to even get. Definitely, they might want to also look at Fabio Vieira. And mind you, they had the guts to actually come in and throw a bid in January for Emmitt Smith-Rowe. We have a couple of players that we can actually throw into the works who could go there and help them out. I'm sincere with this. And again, we could throw in 100 million for both Guimaraes and also Isaac. Mind you, Isaac has always been an Arsenal fan, true and true. Always been an Arsenal fan. Isaac Guimaraes has had that Brazilian heart-to-heart talk with Edu. I don't like Edu, but I heard that they've spoken behind the curtain. Why can't we go and get this Isaac guy? What's stopping us from? Why do we have to go for Rashford? What is it that's going to get for us? Isaac can get us over the line. Even if he has injury worries, he scored 20-something goals this season. Why do we have to go for these throw-ups of these teams? Look at it. See here, even Sheikh, he can't wait to get Rashford out of that football club. He can't wait. Look, it's in the charts. It's in the charts.
He couldn't wait to get Ten Hag out until about noon on Saturday.
Doesn't want to see him there.
Just saying.
Even Flo doesn't want to see that guy in. I know he's flawless guy. I know he's flawless guy. The fellow Manx. That's this that. I get that, man. It's his guy, but still, man, he doesn't want him in.
What did I do?
He doesn't want Rashford down there. I
don't even know what Wallace did.
To come and
Wallace hasn't spoken in 20
years. Hell no.
I didn't say that. A few things, people. First and foremost, are you not entertained? I know you are. So whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back or listening on one of the audio platforms, Spotify, iTunes, or SoundCloud, make sure you hit the like button. Whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back, hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share across all the socials at That's Me Flawless, at Sarcasm City TV. And make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren TV and Tony Claude Gunner TV as well. Links are underneath in the description. Also on the featured channel page. Can one of the mods be kind enough to put both Tony and TJ's links in the chat as well? I will get to a couple questions, and I did not expect this to be the conversation, but here we are. And a couple of super chats as well. Big up to Sheik. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik TV as well. He says, I'll be very mad if Rashford goes to Arsenal. Very mad that it took this fucking long, for fuck's sake. So big up Sheik. That's giving his thoughts. Gavin C says 4 years. Big up Gavin C for the super chat. 4 years into the process. 0 trophies. Rashford the answer. According to TJ, yes. According to Tony, no. We will see. And Eli, who's been a member of the channel for 6 months, instead of always signing backups, why don't we sign starters and have the other guys hold bench? Therefore, our bench will be improved as well. The team. Yes, I hear that, Eli, 100%. That's something I want my club to do.
Nepotism is the answer to that question. Go ahead. Sorry.
And the C Cube dudes in the chat who says flawless. When you're going to start the Spurs Manchester United show, like someone answered you in the chat. Big up to you, C Cube. Good to see you here. I do have the United Chelsea Spurs show, and the reason why it's United Chelsea Spurs because at the time I was starting the show, I did not know 2 Spurs fans, and I didn't want to talk to Jez one-on-one for an hour and a half or 2 hours because it's Jez. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. For anyone that knows Jez, make sure you follow his Twitch. So that's why C Cube is Chelsea Spurs and the Manchester United show.
Oh my God! God! Someone just put Sterling in the charts. Oh my Jesus Christ! Oh God.
Better option for Arsenal is to go in Sterling. But yeah, what was I gonna say? So. But Tony, what before we move, because we're gonna move off the Rashford thing in a second. But you're looking at him to score goals when you're talking about he is not. If you signed him, not saying you should or shouldn't. If you signed him, he'd be a wide player. Same way Liao, if you signed him, wouldn't be a striker, would be a wide player. Do I think you need a striker? Yes. Do I also think you need a left winger? Also, yes. Because I don't think Martinelli is good enough. And to Chinua, Jez should have a YouTube channel, 100%. But he's on Twitch at Hokage Jez, HOKAGE Jez. So make sure you subscribe. Go follow over there on his Twitch, people. Ed says, Martinelli has had 1 season where he's got double figures in the Premier League goals. Who do you think you are to turn down Rashford? Laughing emoji. Big up the Sarcasm City TV family. Big up to you, Ed. Thoughts on this, Tony? Because it's clearly aimed at you.
Yeah, shout out. See, yeah, if it's another person, yeah, I would shoot. I don't back out. I don't back out from a fight. Yeah, but Ed is real one. So big ups to you. So I'm not gonna throw shots at you. But again, what I would just say is, see, Martinelli has had a horrible season. Last season he scored about 16 goals. This season, I think nearly about 5-6 goals, if I'm correct. But again, man, see, they're all in the same breath. See, Ed, the reason why I'm saying I don't want to see Rashford down here in this football club, I'm already down here with an ill-experienced manager. But me and TJ, I've already laid this groundwork at the start of the show. That ill experience is enough. Yeah. Even if we still have that ill experienced manager down here, how about just getting the players that can get us over the line? That's just all I'm trying to say. We have City running with a 4P. You want them to go do a 5P? I don't want them to do that. You're a Manchester, you're a Mancunian, a real one at that. Do you want to see, your noisy local rivals, like get ahead of you? Is that what you want to see? Doing a 5P, dunking on you? Come on, man. Come on, man. And if Arsenal is down there to challenge, we need the best of the best players to go down there.
We don't want you to be successful either.
How about Lau? No one is talking about Rafael Lau. Why are we blind to see? No one is even talking about the William.
Everybody's a fan of him, but he's not leaving you. He's not leaving you alone.
No one is talking about these winners. No one is talking of these winners, these centurions, these juggernauts.
Sonny doesn't want to leave. Sonny doesn't want to leave Germany.
Bro, come see. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, TJ. With the one thing I found out in this business, mostly football business, is that loyalty, has been written off this business. There's no more loyalties at all. Robin van Persie taught me that. There's no loyalty in this business. It's all about money. Put the money up front there and you will see these players twerk for their lives, twerk for their livelihoods. See, it's all about the Benjamins right here. If you go down there to AC Milan and tell, their management down there would drop in 70 on Rafael Lau, give us this dude, these guys will drop the ball.
They're gonna say his release clause is for 180 million. That's what they're going to say.
It doesn't matter. Then put it on him. It doesn't matter. Put it on him. We've got the Declan Rice, who's a good player, but not a 20-goal scorer from the midfield. How about that? Yeah. We can do this. And again, TJ, I've already told you.
I don't think we have the clout that you think we have.
Money. We'll be raking in 253.7 million pounds by the end of this past season, TJ. We have the money. The money is there. The checks are there. Checks are flying into this football club. What is 100 million? We can even do 500 easy, TJ. I don't care this 100 million people are talking about. We can do it easy and bring in Isaac. We can do that easy and bring in Guimaraes. No problems. We can do, we can even do another 100. How about that and bring in Rafael Lau? We can do that. We can go to Bayern Munich and tell them, you know what, guys, say anything you want. Just give us Leroy Sané. We're going to drop an 85 out on that one. We can do it, TJ. The money's there. Record endorsement deals, 25 this season. Just this past season. That's a record, bro. 79 million from entering Champions League quarterfinals this season, TJ.
It doesn't matter, Tony. You're forgetting something that's very, very important.
Bro,
you're forgetting something very important.
We've not even counted shirt deals, TJ. We've not counted shirt deals. There's money in the football club. Let's throw away that issue about money, TJ.
I'm not saying that there isn't.
Let's go in and do the business, TJ, in this summer. Let's go do the business. At least me and you can agree on that one. Let's go do the business.
I can agree that we need to do the business, but unless they fit in Mikel Arteta's system and plans, then we're just blowing smoke. Like that's the thing, is that Arteta's like kind of bringing together an island of misfit toys a little bit, which is why I don't think Rashford is completely out of the conversation here. Like, yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, TJ, you're taking the piss here," and like all the United fans will laugh at us. Well, the Chelsea fans laughed at us too, to be fair, and we deserved it. But Kai Havertz went in and did a job this season. He deserves to stay on the squad, and I was one of his biggest critics. So what we're forgetting about while we're going on this imaginary spending spree, Tony, hold on. Tony,
TJ,
hold
but
on.
not
You keep
20
interrupting
goals.
me. Hold on, man.
No.
Hold on.
But TJ, see, yeah, no, this is a debate, TJ. Yeah, it's a debate. We can actually go in on each other, respectfully. TJ, because you've just eroded Kai Havertz twice already. I do like his season, but see, yeah, TJ, yeah, he didn't score 20 goals though. It's double figures, but not 20
how many games
though.
how many games did he play in the 9 this season, Tony?
TJ, it doesn't matter. It's not up to 20 goals though.
Only two or three.
Yeah. Well, no.
It doesn't matter.
Kai Havertz played a lot of games. Played a lot of games. I'm talking about Havertz, not Rashford. I'm talking about Havertz.
My bad.
No worries. No. And here's the thing, Tony. The only thing that I'm saying is that we can go out here and we can have our imaginary spending spree. It's like me going on Amazon, putting shit in the cart, pretending like I'm going to buy it, and then deleting it later. You know what I mean? Like we can do that on this show, but at the end of the day, it's going to be on Mikel Arteta to buy players that he thinks fits into a system. Whereas it's going to look like, and this is why everybody was scratching their heads during the last transfer window. Yeah, did we get to where we needed to go? No. But did Kai Havertz outperform expectation? Yes, he did. So what was it enough to get us over the line? No. But you see how this manager buys, and I'm critical of it. You see how this manager buys. He buys players that will fit into his system. He is not buying players that are going to go that he's going to throw out on the pitch and say, yeah, go do your thing. Like, no, he's not going to do that. It's a system-based game. You need players that'll fit into the system. And if not, we're not even going to touch him. So if he's not interested, it's been very well plain that he's not going to get Ivan Toney in. It's very unlikely he's going to get an Isak in. It's very unlikely because we're not actually linked to any number 9s. So we can go out there and say, oh yeah, we can spend all this money. We can't buy Rafael Leao. He has an $80 million release clause, and we don't want to spend $180 million on a left winger. Like it's one of those things where we can wax lyrical about this all we want, but he's gonna do the I'm gonna use an overused phrase. He's gonna do the hipster signing. He's gonna do the underdog signing to where he thinks he can revive these guys' careers. And with Kai Havertz, he was successful in doing that. But can he do it again? I haven't seen it with certain players. He was able, to his credit, he was able to get he was able to get a tune out of Jorginho. He's able to get a tune out of Havertz. Okay, can he do it again? Who knows? But all I know is, Tony, is I don't want to see another Fabio Vieira. I don't want to see another Marquinhos. I don't want to see another Lokonga. I don't want to see a Nuno Tavares. I don't want to see any of this garbage that we've seen. Because while people want to say, oh, yeah, our summer transfer window was tops. That was great. It really benefited us through the season. Okay, what are the percent? How many of those signings that Mikel Arteta has had in his almost 5 full seasons here, so we're talking 10 transfer windows, were successful? What is your definition of success? I would say maybe 33% of the transfers that he's brought in have been successful, like true successes. The rest of them, not so much, especially if you're talking about the outgoings. But we don't need to get into that. Emi Martinez. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my thing. That's my thing that gives me pause here, to where I want to believe, I truly want to believe that we're going to go out there and get a superstar. But that is not how this manager, unless the guy is literally going on Instagram and shaking his bum like Declan Rice was, you're not going to get him. You're not going to get him, because I personally, and I love my football club, don't get me wrong, I love my football club, but I don't think that we carry as much weight, even now, than some of these other clubs, like the Man Cities, the Real Madrids, you know, the Bayern Munich, the Dortmunds, hell, even lowly teams like Manchester United. You know what I mean? We do not hold as much clout.
FA Cup champions, Manchester.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot. I've been trying to forget.
Oh my! That's
all I'm trying to say.
Flawless taking the piss. Oh my!
How am I taking the piss?
Oh.
Wait. How am I taking? Wait. Tony. How am I taking the piss? Are we not FA Cup champions?
Oh my days! Oh Jesus Christ, guys! You see how we anyway, no problems, man. No problems.
How much?
I'm just
Like, are we
saying.
not FA Cup
I'm just
champions? I
saying
understand, man.
it's
I
working
understand,
for the
man.
team.
Going, hey,
But,
I understand going
you know,
trophyless for 4 years.
you
Hurts, man.
literally, no,
Hey,
a
hey,
couple of weeks ago, you literally wanted all these players off this team,
I still want them
you know,
on.
and suddenly, you know,
Wait,
you're
hold up. All
suddenly
right, let
you're
me
now
just
FA
clarify
Cup
that.
champion.
No. Let me clarify
Come
that.
on, man.
Those two things don't go hand in hand. One, we are FA Cup champions. Yes.
No,
Two,
they
I still
go.
want all these players
Yeah,
gone.
I know.
I
Who won it? Was
still
it
want all these
Spirit?
players gone.
Wait.
Say again?
Was it Juju or Spirit that won the FA Cup, or the players
No,
you
the players
wanted
did well.
out of that Cup?
I
Yeah,
still want the players out.
No,
I still want the
Flawless.
players out.
It's not spirits. See,
Yeah.
Flawless. It's not
I'm
spirit
listening.
that won the FA Cup for you. You
Facts.
wanted almost all those players gone
I still want
a
them all
couple
gone.
of weeks ago.
I
You
still
know,
want them all
just
gone.
take the L. Yeah, there's nothing.
I still want them all gone.
See,
What's your
Flawless, yeah,
point?
there's nothing bad.
I
Flawless, yeah,
still
there's nothing
want
bad in taking
them
the L
all
and saying, "Hey, we
gone.
won the cup with the players that I never really wanted."
Facts. I've said
See,
this.
yeah, it's
I
not.
still
It's not bad.
no, Tony.
Yeah,
I
just
still
relax.
want
That's
them
what
all
I'm
gone.
talking about.
I want no. I still want them all gone. What are you talking about?
No. That's not the conversation. The conversation
So
is
what's the
that you won the
conversation?
FA.
Yeah, I'm
The
listening.
I don't know.
conversation is
I don't
that
even
you
know
won the
anymore.
FA.
I don't know, but I'll let
The
you land.
conversation.
Go on.
Then let me land with the conversation.
Yeah. I'm
The
letting you land.
conversation is that you won the FA Cup with a set of players that you never wanted in your football club. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
You wanted
Mhm.
at least half of those players gone, nearly almost all of them
Facts.
out of your football club, but they won the
Facts.
FA Cup for you. So sometimes
Facts.
you just have to, tone it down a bit, take the L. How about that?
What's the L?
The L
What's
is
the
that
L?
you never wanted these players, almost all of them in your team, and they won the
Yeah.
FA Cup, and maybe you
Yeah.
diagnosed them wrongly. Maybe your manager, maybe
Go on.
in some certain incendiary spaces, just maybe,
Go on.
Ten Hag has the mojo. How about that? That manager has won you 2 trophies in the back,
He has the mojo, Flawless. He has it. He's gonna do it. One more year. One more year. Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Flawless.
Again.
I know it might hurt you. But
What hurts
still,
me?
man. In some
Wait. What hurts
you
me?
might
Hold up.
have to
You
turn.
ain't gonna
You might
bypass
have
that.
to
No.
turn and
Hold
give
up.
this manager one
Hold
more
up.
year, man.
Hold up. No.
See,
What hurts me? No.
TJ,
We ain't just gonna carry on
it's no
talking without.
shame.
No.
It's
We
no
address
shame.
stuff. No, Tony. No. We address it. What hurts
But
me?
see,
What hurts me?
I'll let you in on a
Answer the
little
question.
secret, yeah.
I know.
I'll let you in on a
Answer the
little
question.
secret.
No. Answer the
Side,
question. What
Side,
hurts
who's
me?
your friend?
What hurts
Side,
me?
who's
What
your
hurts me?
friend, shook
What
his
hurts
bum
me?
for winning the FA
What
Cup. How
hurts me?
about that?
What hurts
I'm
me?
not
Stop
calling
talking
him out
about other
like the
people.
guy, but
Stop
he shook
talking.
his
Stop
bum
talking
for
about
winning
other
the FA
people.
Cup. And
Stop talking about other people.
no, I'm not
What
talking.
hurts you?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Answer the
I'm just saying.
question.
No,
Answer the question, Tony. Tony,
Flawless.
answer the
I'm
question. I
just
will just
saying.
continue to ask you the
I'm just
question.
saying
What hurt me?
that
What hurt me?
most Man
What
United
hurt me, Tony?
podcasters
Tony,
who
what
wanted
hurt
this
me? We're not
manager out,
forget all of
who
that.
hated his guts,
Tony.
celebrated
What
the
hurt
FA
me?
Cup. That's
What
all I'm
what
saying.
hurt
You
me?
guys shook
What
the
hurt
bum
me?
for the
What
FA
hurt me?
Cup. That's all
Tony,
I'm
what
saying.
hurt me? What hurt me? I don't care about all that. What hurt me? Let's go there.
No,
What hurt me?
I'm just saying that
What hurt
it's
me?
gonna stink a little bit. Okay,
What?
then let me
No, what?
land. You asking
I
what
did
hurt.
ask you. You were talking about
Then
all
let
the
me
other
tell you
things.
what hurt you.
What is going on? Listen,
Then
go on.
calm
You
down.
start
Then
waffling about the other
relax.
thing. I'm calm. Go on. What is it? I'm
Then
calm.
relax.
Go on. What is it?
Then
I'm
relax.
relaxed. Go on.
Wait. Then
I'm relaxed.
relax.
I am relaxed. Go on.
Calm
What is
down,
it? Go on.
Flawless, man. We're not
I'm
fighting.
calm, man.
See,
I'm calm.
what I said will stink a
Go
little
on.
bit is that for the past 2 seasons, at least that I've been watching your shows, and I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of yours, definitely. I've seen you
Mhm.
criticize your manager. Of course, definitely as a fan, if the results aren't coming in, you need to throw in a criticism here and there. And it's not bad for you to criticize. This is what
Of
I'm
course.
talking about. You've
Mhm.
criticized that manager. You've criticized the players. You wanted at least half of that team off and sold off and
More than
shipped
half.
out.
More than
But
half.
yet, more than
More
half,
than half.
actually. Yeah,
More than half. Get
definitely.
that right.
They silenced you and they won the big one. I still consider the FA Cup to be the oldest
Big up,
cup game in the world. So it's a prestigious cup. I would have
Big up.
actually loved to win that trophy this season personally. I still do think that Man United had a more better season than Arsenal ever did this season. How about that? Because that's a trophy won. It's a trophy in the bag. So no matter if Arsenal even went down the rabbit hole with Manchester City, I still consider Manchester United season a more better season than Arsenal. You know why? Yeah, because they won the big one, the FA Cup. And you know what? Yeah, this is what I'm just trying to say, Flawless. You have to take the L on this one. And this is where I felt you should be hurt. You wanted almost all these players gone, but they actually turned it up on you and they won the FA Cup. They won the big one. Are you ready to consider that this manager should spend one more season at your football club? I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying he won a trophy. I'm just saying maybe, just maybe, he's good at winning trophies. How about that? He's been to how many finals and he's won almost 2 of them. He's lost only one final. How about that? Maybe he's just a winner. You never know. Maybe he could win more with maybe fit players in the box. How about that? So I'm not saying this. I'm just saying that this manager has one trophy.
Hey, TJ,
it's better off than Arteta. It's better off than Arteta. He's one trophy.
I ain't hearing this shit from you, man. I ain't hearing this shit from you.
No. And this is for Staffy too. Staffy, you guys. And Staffy has gotten on my case about this. I'm going to tell you the same thing. No, don't gas up Staffy. He doesn't deserve it. Look.
No. I'm saying
the same thing that Tony is here, fellas. I'm saying the same thing that Tony is here, bro. I'm saying the same thing. You should be grateful for the Flying Dutchman, Eric Ten Hag, coming in here, flying in and getting you some trophies, getting you a Carabao Cup, getting you an FA Cup, bro. You should be grateful. How dare you want to up the standards that how dare you want to finish above 8th? How dare you? And I am Eric Ten Hag in lifetime appointment. I think that he is. I think he's truly building something at Manchester United. So
it's great.
So Flawless. How do you? So Flawless. I've been waiting. I've been watching your show for I've been watching your shows all week. I've been in and out of the chat.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for your apology to Eric Ten Hag. When am I going to get
that? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
What am I apologizing for?
Apologize, man. You wanted the manager out, and he's one trophy.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
for those two things.
Can
I finally respond, Tony, or are you just going to keep waffling? Or can I actually respond? Or you're not done? All right, you carry on then. You carry on.
It was TJ that was talking. Why are you on me, man? Why are you on me? TJ was the one talking. Why are you on me, man?
Carry on. Are you done?
It's not me, man. TJ was just talking, man.
Can I respond to the
I'm just the radio guy.
Tony, let him respond. Come on. Can
I respond to the nonsense? Because
I'm ready to hear the apology. Go, Flawless.
TJ out here trolling. Two things can be true, like in regards to what Tony's saying, because Tony's made the point repeatedly during this 5-10 minute segment, however long it is. You wanted all these players gone. I still want all these players gone. And you know what the crazy part is? I knew the chess move before Tony was even going to say it, because before the FA Cup final, I was asked the question repeatedly, not from Tony, not from TJ, but many people in my chat asked me, over a panelist I work with on a daily basis asked me, if Manchester United win the FA Cup, will that change your opinion on the manager? No. If Manchester United win the FA Cup, will that also change your opinion on the players? No. And the reason why that is because I don't let one game account for 50 plus other games. That's why. I don't let one game dismiss the fact that Manchester United finished 8th. I don't let one game dismiss the fact that Manchester United not only finished 8th, we finished 8th on a minus goal difference. I don't let one game dismiss the fact that this manager has broken records longer than all 3 of our arms combined. I also don't let the fact that this manager had the worst, let me repeat this, worst Champions League campaign in British history. I also don't like the fact that this manager finished bottom of a group containing Galatasaray and Copenhagen. One game does not dismiss all of that.
Powerhouses, European.
European powerhouse.
But one trophy does.
Let him land. Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted. Tony, let him land.
Are we good? All right, cool. See, that's how you know I'm making great points, because Tony wants to interrupt people. So yeah, because he's got no rebuttal for it. So that's why he's trying to stop me. And I'm just getting going as it started. So yes, I'll repeat again. Not one game does not dismiss all of those things that I just mentioned. And don't let me draw out the list because we got to get over to the Timberwolves Mavericks game. And we ain't got that much time. Tony's tired, got stuff to do. TJ's got stuff he needs to do, as do I. I don't think Tony's heard the list. I think TJ has heard the list, but I'll bring out the list probably when he gets sacked. You know what I'm saying? Or if he stays, whether the manager stays or gets sacked, I'll bring out the list on at some point soon, like during one of these, not during in the future. I'll bring out the list. I'm just not sure when. So in regards to that as well, I want it to be wrong. Here's the thing, and I've mentioned this many times as well. Did I think we was going to win that final? No, our chances was slim to none. I thought the only way we would win the final was on penalties. I stated this beforehand. I'm a Manchester United fan. I want to be wrong. When I am critical of the manager, when I am critical of players, I want them to go out there and prove me wrong. Ten Hag on the day, and I've said this, got it spot on the day. His lineup was spot on. His tactics was spot on. He set up the team to go out and win. Now, from the 11 players out there, they implemented the game plan to a T, and that's why we won. Martinez and Varane were just sheer quality. Typical quality. I'm still annoyed we letting go of Varane, but that's a whole different conversation we're not getting into. But that was very reminiscent of those two last season. And even this season at times when they played. Main event Maino, Kobe Maino's just pure quality, sheer quality, those three. Then what outside of those three who are our three best players in the team and our three best players out there, you know what all the other players did? Worked hard. Applied themselves, ran around, closed down, harried, and it worked. Onana minus the Doku goal, very good. No complaints. Zero complaints. Our two fullbacks were dogged. You know what I'm saying? None of the Manchester City attackers got anything out of Wan-Bissaka, and they didn't get anything out of the low. Dogged. Amrabat, who every time he plays like that, gave nobody a minute's rest. Whether it was Doku, whether it was Rodri, whether it was Foden, whether it was Bernardo Silva, was there. A complete nuisance. And that's all I've asked for from these players all season long. Not so much Amrabat, because Amrabat actually hasn't played. So when Tony tries to talk about all the injuries, well, the one defensive midfielder we have has been fit all season long. And who's chosen not to play him? The manager. But, you know, lo and behold, you play a defensive midfielder next to a talented, progressive ball-carrying player who can pass the ball forward, and all of a sudden you look like a balanced unit. Who would have thought, people, that playing a defensive midfielder in the defensive midfield role could yield results? And bear in mind, you know, the last time, people, we watched Amrabat and Maino play next to each other, and we actually yielded a result that nobody expected us to get. Anfield away, where it was pick a number Manchester United are going to get battered by. The midfield pivot that day was Maino and Amrabat. And yes, offensively we weren't good, but there was balance. There we looked like an actual cohesive unit. Now, on top of that, he played Bruno and McTominay like a false 9/10. One thing those two can do is run around. And that's what they did. Run around. Give Bruno full credit for the goal. The Maino pass. Incredible pass. Scanned. The weight of the pass. Top notch. Great finish from Maino. Great team goal, the second goal. And then what Rashford and Garnacho have done, and what I've been critical of Rashford for all season, is just making runs. I say this all of the time. I'd rather you make 100 bad runs in a game than make 0 runs at all. And that's one thing I'm critical of Højlund for, and that's one thing I'm critical of Rashford for. You know where the first goal came from that we scored? Garnacho making a run. If Garnacho doesn't make that run, Vardiol nods it back to Ortega, and it's cool. And this is what I'm talking about. Outskilling teams is tough. You're never going to outskill Manchester City.
Don Dada, he's not schooling me, man. He's talking about Man United. He's not schooling me, bro. He's talking about Man United. What are you talking about, bro?
He didn't even say your name. He didn't even say your name. He might not even be talking about, bro? Hey, Tony, he didn't even say your name. How you know he's not talking to someone in the chat? See, look at him, triggered. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we move. Where was I? Yeah. That's what I've been talking about.
And what he thinks about his team.
And I land. But yes, in regards to, making runs, I've said this, applying yourself. You're never going to outskill Manchester City, but you can outwill them. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Where you can match any team you play against is effort. Skill is a whole different thing. Are Manchester United more skillful than Manchester City? Absolutely not. But if you catch them on the off day and you also cause them problems and force them to have an off day, you can win the FA Cup final. So to Tony's point, I'm over the moon. We won the FA Cup final. So when he's like, you're hurt, how am I hurt at seeing my team win a trophy? Make that make sense. And on top of that, just to clarify, I've been in this situation before. Because you know what? The last time we won the FA Cup, I wanted that manager gone too. And did I celebrate that FA Cup? Yes. You can only cast your mind back to Van Gaal. So what are we talking about here? My standards for Manchester United are much different than many others. It's not solely about winning trophies here. Winning trophies is important, yes. But let me repeat that. It's not the sole thing you can do. So winning trophies, bear in mind second and third tier trophies, because FA Cup and League Cup are not the major trophies. There's no Manchester United legend. There's no legend of Manchester United Football Club, player or manager, of winning FA Cups and League Cups. So let's not do that. If you've been lucky enough to have been to Old Trafford,
then I'm sorry. Then we're talking about. Then you're talking a different language. I want a trophy. Your manager got you a trophy. You have a more better season than me. That's what I want. Why are we here when we're not talking about trophies? See, flawless. Yeah, I hear you when you say this thing. You're correct.
Again. Hold up. You're not even listening to me. Hold up, Tony. That's not even what I said. That's not even what I said. If you are unsure of something I said, ask me and I'll break it down even further.
I've not said anything bad. I agree to everything that you've said.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. Yes, we had a better season than you. Don't dispute that. The point that I'm making is winning trophies at Manchester. What the point I'm making is, let me land the point and then you can respond. Winning trophies at Manchester United by itself is not enough. In particular, FA Cups and League Cups. Now, if he had won a Champions League and a Premier League in this 2 seasons, guess what? I'd shut up. But he hasn't won a Champions League or Premier League. They are trophies that bring you grace with me. They are trophies that are credit in the bank. FA Cup and League Cups, you know what they are? Nice side dishes. In particular, FA Cups. FA Cup, lovely coleslaw. You know what I'm saying? Who don't like coleslaw? If you don't like it, something's wrong with you. Lovely side dishes. But guess what? This is Manchester United. Where's the mains? We deal with mains. This is why we've won so many. This is why we are the club. I think we've won, is it the second most trophies in England? I think we're one off Liverpool or maybe level. We've won the most Premier League titles. We're the club in England with the second most European Cups, with the second most FA Cups. What are we talking about here? We win trophies here, and there's much more to Manchester United. So this whole thing of, give him one more season of winning the FA Cup and League Cup. Hell no. Van Gaal was a better manager who got sacked off winning the FA Cup. Mourinho won an FA Cup, won a Europa League and a League Cup and got sacked. What are we doing here? Sir Alex Ferguson, who's the greatest manager this club's ever seen and the greatest manager I've ever seen and sits at the Hall of Fame status in the Hall of Fame, he got doubted when he was here. What are we talking about? Fans wanted him out. When you lot went invincible and Chelsea won back-to-back, there was questions over him. And there's a certain selection of the fan base that wanted him out. Ask Nuruddin, he'll tell you he was there, and I remember these times, and it was all over mainstream media as well. So we can doubt Sir Alex Ferguson, who brought us a treble, who brought us three-peats, certain you lot don't know nothing about. Brought us doubles. You know what I'm saying? Repeats, certain you lot don't know nothing about. We doubted him, but not Ten Hag for an FA Cup and a League Cup. In our worst.
No, see, this is why I need people like you. This is why I need people like you, and I need people like Staffy to stop talking and let your dumb fan base allow this Ten Hag in thing to go over, because you know what? Yeah, it is all. I agree with Tony. It's all about trophies. Paper over the cracks of your horrible regular season. Like get rid of all of that. Get rid of all of that. You guys won the FA Cup, man. Congratulations, you did it. Yeah, Eric Ten Hag again, guys. We got to make sure that he stays. Lifetime appointment.
So let me just clarify with the answer. Well. I'm glad to be wrong. Yes, you know what I'm saying, and that. Like
I'm with you. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that. See, and flawless. Yeah, flawless. Yeah, you know me. I'm shameless. Yeah. If Mikel Arteta won, I've always been Arteta out since he, acrimoniously got us out of the Carling Cup this season. Yeah. If this manager somehow won that title this season, I would have shamelessly said that this manager should stay more. At least he should stay for maybe 1 or more 2 seasons if he wins this trophy. But he didn't. That's the marker. He didn't win any trophy. But right now, the reason why many Man United fans are now looking at this Man United coach right now and saying, you know what, let's just give him 1 more season. I'm not saying they're correct. They are not correct in my own thinking. But again, he's giving them a food for thought because he's won a trophy. He's gotten them over the line. He's won 1 trophy. Whether it's a big trophy or not, it's not our business, because Klopp in his final season is leaving with a Carling Cup. How about that? And that it doesn't get as big as Klopp. Come on, man. What are we talking about? And Liverpool fans were like, okay, it's an okay season. And this man, Ten Hag, won the FA Cup. So let's don't start comparing the FA Cup with the FA Cup. Yeah, Liverpool fans were just okay. It's a good season. Bye bye. But come on, man. We have Ten Hag who won the FA Cup. How about that? No one is giving him any flowers for that. But again, the manager got you over the line. You won a trophy. It's different when you're talking about the kind of trophies you've won. And when Arsenal have spent nearly up to £700 million, and we can't even lay our fingers on a baby cup, even the Carling Cup. It's a disgrace. That's where I'm coming from. And that's even the whole basis why I'm saying that Manchester United had a better season than Arsenal. It's the FA Cup. If they didn't win that cup, definitely Arsenal season trumps your season. But just because he won that trophy, I'm giving him that. Yeah, Man United have won the big one for me, and it's more better than Arsenal's performance this season. Whether we like it or not, it's a trophy in the back. Arsenal don't have that trophy with nearly up to £700 million spent, man. That's the standard I want. Win me trophies. Trophies. I don't care. Baby cups, any cup, win me trophies. That's what I want to see. I didn't see it this season. And flawless, that's why I'm hungry. That's why I'm fuming. I'm not happy. You think I'm happy that Man United won that trophy? I'm not happy. I hate you guys. I hate you guys. But for you guys to win that FA Cup, come on, man. It leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. Mostly when I've spent that huge amount of money. I don't have any striker, 20-goal striker in the season. Manchester City have a striker that could pump in 30 goals in a season. I don't think if I can even win it next season because I don't have that striker to get me over the line that could actually get me over the line in bigger games like that game against Man City at the Etihad. A big-time striker that can score 25, 30 goals in a season would easily score 2 goals in that game because we had the better chances against City at the Etihad. I don't have that. That's why we're not getting over the line. How about going and bringing a striker like that? Get us over the line, win these baby cups, win the Carling Cup, win the FA Cup, get us in. We don't have that chance. We don't have the opportunity. So come on, man. I understand what you're saying, but your season is a more better season than ours.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. One thing I agree with you is, United had a better season than Arsenal. Also, I give him credit for winning the FA Cup. That's a pro credit. But that don't dismiss all the other things. And Sheik, before we move on, because we're going over to the playback for Game 5 of the Timberwolves Maverick series, Sheik says, would you take Ten Hag then, Tony? Considering he won more than your manager and you've been here for 4 or 5 years now? Just a quick yes or no. Would you take Ten Hag? Arteta gets sacked. Ten Hag gets sacked.
No.
Ten Hag resigns.
No. I won't take him. And I wasn't advocating for Ten Hag to stay. I'm just saying that this manager has won trophies for you. That's all I'm saying.
I was advocating for him to stay.
Oh yeah,
Mikel Arteta hasn't won, only just an FA Cup. I don't know. I'm just saying.
There was right.
Maybe someone might want to apologize. I'll just throw that out there.
Apologize for what?
TJ.
What were you apologizing?
So TJ, you're not gonna tell Flawless to apologize. Yeah. Arsenal fans are like saying that. Yeah.
I don't apologize. I don't apologize to anybody.
Sorry.
I apologize if I did say it wrong.
Flawless, I'm just kidding with you, brother. Bro, you get a little bit tense and a little bit serious. Come on, bro. I'm just kidding with you, man.
One, I'm not serious. 2, I know you running jokes. It's because 3 people believe the bullshit. That's why. I respond to you like people who believe that nonsense. That's why I respond in the manner. Because I know you don't believe it, but it's people in the chat who believe that. That's why. There's people, right. The things you are saying, people genuinely believe. The things this crook next to me, TJ, saying, people genuinely believe. So that's why I respond in this manner. Because I've had these conversations. I had these on my fan calling show just a couple days ago. I've had people in my chat mention these things. That's why I say that. But hey, we move. You know what I'm saying? And that. But before we carry on, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, people, just quickly as well, because I'm going to get to this before we head over to the playback. Klopp taking shots at Ten Hag over Sancho, which I thought was very interesting. So I'm just going to get to it very, very, very quickly. Obviously, Sancho's in action in the Champions League final versus Real Madrid on Saturday as well. And this was him saying, if the whole world loses trust and faith in the player, the manager has to be the one behind the player. And he goes on to say, 1 second, I bookmarked it to get the rest of the quote. Big up to you, though, Warrior J, every single time. Let me
Big
find
up
the
to Warrior
rest.
J, real
Warrior
one, man.
J,
Absolute real
legend.
one.
Shout out Warrior J.
AJ Bats in the charts. Big ups, man. Ed,
Yeah, let
too.
me
Big
find
up
it.
to everyone here.
I'm literally gonna find this.
Kaneki,
Find.
big ups to you.
And I
No,
love
don't big
Manny.
up Kaneki. Don't big up Kaneki.
Shout out Kaneki. And I love
Don
what's it
Dada
called?
too, down there too. Big love to
Fans
you too,
taking
man.
shot. Well, basically, he was like, alongside this, he was like, and the manager has to be the one behind the player. He said, if a player is bought for £80 million, you don't then give up on him and send him out on loan. I'm paraphrasing, and I hear his thought process. I hear his full thought process on it. I just like managers taking shots at each other, and it's a parting shot because he even no longer Liverpool manager. So him taking shots at Ten Hag, I was like, that's very interesting. And that just goes to show, even it's not just me, it's not just others who think the way he handled that situation was all wrong. Because that's the craziest part. And I say this quickly on that. Ten Hag sparked that whole thing. It was not a fire before he said anything. If we lose to Arsenal and he don't mention Sancho, that never becomes a thing. But him stating that, especially at the manner and how it was done, is crazy. And then I've seen reports. Who was it that stated? Benny McCarthy said, how true this is, I don't know. But Benny McCarthy said that Sancho didn't want to apologize because then it would look like what Ten Hag was saying about him being a bad trainer would be right and everything, and his attitude, etc., etc. And yeah, I'm not with it. And to Eric Shelby, who says Sancho disrespected our club, legends and people with statues and pictures outside, not statues, people with pictures outside our club have disrespected it. People at Wayne Rooney asked for a transfer request.
Ryan Giggs played for your club.
Yes, what are we talking about? Disrespecting the club.
What?
Wayne Rooney asked for a transfer request twice. What are we talking about? And we still regard him as a legend, as do I. You know why? Because I don't take it serious. I'm not personally attached to these players. I love these players as footballers only. I don't love them like family like that. Like, no, I understand it's a job for you lot. And it went hand in. Manchester United was great for you. You was great for Manchester United. Oh, happy days. That's how I look at it. So all they disrespect the club. I don't care. The club disrespects itself. If we're being honest. I'm saying the fans are disrespectful to the club because we're the ones who's supposed to love it unconditionally and want what's best for it, and we don't. Too many of the fans. But hey, we move. You know what I'm saying? And that we move. Hey, exactly, Connor. Roy working shits on United every week. There's a picture of him outside the stadium. What are we talking about?
Here's the thing. Yeah, I gotta, and I'm not gonna be one to speak for Sancho, but I've been totally team Sancho throughout this. If you've been watching this show for the last 9 months, you know that this whole Sancho Ten Hag disaster is all because of Ten Hag and his absolute social ineptitude. This guy was passed up by freaking Tottenham Hotspur when they were looking for a head coach, when they were looking for a manager. Daniel Levy thought Ten Hag was weird. Okay, if that doesn't give you the creeps or give you an indication of where your club is going, if he gets hired on, I can't help you. This guy is a disaster if you put him in front of a microphone. Like, I don't understand why people are pointing the gun at Sancho when Sancho has done nothing but work and then say nothing wrong, say nothing out of the ordinary. So I don't know how many times he said this, probably 100 times, Flawless. But if your manager puts you on blast, your boss puts you on blast saying, you know, you're the first one in, last one to leave. Your manager goes in front of the cameras and says, "Hey, this guy's shit." Like, you're well within your rights to respond. Okay? And not only did Sancho respond, he responded on the field. Ten Hag is barely hanging on to his job via fraudulent FA Cup, and Sancho is in a Champions League final. If that's not the biggest fuck you that you can give, I don't know what is. Win or lose, here's the thing. Win or lose, Sancho wins this whole thing. And I hope that that he gets a permanent move away from this fraud, and we get out of here. What?
TJ, you said fraudulent FA Cup. TJ, man,
comparatively, Tony, comparatively.
I don't think there's any. I don't think there's anything fraudulent about that, man. He won it fair and square. See, it's not wrong to just give the man his flowers about that FA Cup, man. Just give it up for him, man. He did it. He did it. He did it. There's nothing fraudulent about that. Give him flowers for that. Give him flowers for that. Our goddamn manager didn't do anything. He threw away the FA Cup. And again,
we're not talking about Super Mick. We're talking about Sancho.
No, I get. It's just the wording to use. You called it, fraudulently. I don't think it was fraudulent.
Okay, maybe fraudulent was the wrong word. Maybe okay.
Okay.
Champions League,
Unexpected.
Champions League, FA Cup. Like, let's be real with it. In terms, of course, FA Cup, biggest, oldest football tournament in the world. Fantastic. Champions League, it holds more weight, Tony. That's all I'm saying. And look, at the end of the day, we are the point of my argument, or the point of what I was trying to say here, is that Eric Ten Hag has egg on. Eric Ten Hag has egg on his face for how he handled this entire Sancho situation. It's been my opinion the entire time, and I think if you're backing the manager in this whole Sancho situation, you need to give your head a wobble, because all this guy did was go out there, work hard. He got sent to train with the under 18s. He went out there, did it, didn't say one word about it, and then he got transferred to Dortmund and cooked. Like, what else? What else? There's nothing else to say other than Sancho wins in this entire thing, and he's gonna get a permanent move. He's gonna continue to be a elite level professional footballer, where Ten Hag, I believe, is going to be probably the head coach of Let's Go Eagles or Go Forward Eagles, or whatever the fuck that name is. The name of that team is here in the net. And Go Ahead Eagles in the fucking Dutch league. Like, this guy does not have a Premier League future. Let's be real about it. If he does stay for another year, thank you God for letting that happen. But it's unlikely, and he will likely be coaching in a second tier league this time next season.
Right.
So Sancho wins. Sancho wins.
Yeah. And on that note, people, we are gonna close out. Let me know who's live. If there's anyone to redirect to, we are going live on the playback currently. We're live there right now for the Minnesota Timberwolves Dallas Mavericks game 5. Obviously, must win again for the Timberwolves. Mavericks 1 game away from the finals. Get over to the playback. It's playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv, people. Playback.tv/sarcasmcitytv. Make sure you do that, or download the playback app from your app store. Big up to everyone for all the super chats. Big up Sheik. You drop multiple super chats. Big up to Gavin C. Big up to Ed and Eli as well for being members of the channel. Andrew Wright as well. You know what I'm saying? I missed that. He's been a member of the channel for 2 months. Link for the memberships in the pinned comment as well. I will drop the playback in the chat. Don't forget, we are available on all audio platforms as well, people. So Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV, and this show and audio of the shows will pop up. TJ, let them know what you've got coming up over the next few days before we close out.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, so we're gonna possibly be running a really, really late American Idiot tomorrow. There's a big marathon stream going on over at the Arsenal History More channel, so we're gonna go and support him. Jez, it is his birthday tomorrow, and I think he's long in the tooth, my friend Jez is. So we're gonna go over there and support him. And then we are going to go live with American Idiots, probably very, very late UK time. So just hit the notification bell, subscribe to TJ Warren TV if you are new, of course. And then next week we will be returning, me and Connor. I'm glad Connor's in the chat, because our duo show,
love that,
called Let's Be Real, is returning, people. Let's be real. It's the best show that you've never heard of. Okay, so go me, Connor from CMO Sports, and The Pitch. We're going to have a hell of a time. So that'll probably go live next week on Wednesdays. And then obviously you can catch me on Staffy TV for American Waffle every Monday or Tuesday, 1 a.m. UK time. And of course, hit the notification bell. I am liable to go live for a gaming stream anytime. And those are now called rage alongs, because apparently when I play EAFC, I have a temper. I didn't know that.
It happens, man.
No, I didn't know. Apparently, I'm pretty competitive. I don't know. You just check it out for yourself. Hit the notification bell. Again, big up Flawless. Big up Tony every single time.
You already know. Big up to Tony as well. Make sure you go. I know, Tony, you said you're not got anything coming up. You're taking a little bit of a hiatus, correct?
Yeah. I'm taking a hiatus, man. See, the TJ TJ Flawless, this season has been a draining season for me, man. I did watch along for almost all the games this
Let's
season.
go.
I sipped the Kool-Aid, I was even an astrologer this season, yeah. And it's telling, yeah, I need to take a break, I need to take a break, you know, uh, recalibrate a little bit, sip from the spiritual Kool-Aid and just, regenerate and get myself back. I might show myself up to support Jez. It's his birthday, because Jez has popped into my shows and helped me out, one way or the other. So definitely I'm going to go show him some love tomorrow if he invites me. Apart from that, I might be doing shows once in a while until the season starts, So, Flawless, of course, you can send me invites, but on the days I can be able to come, I'll let you know. But
Yeah, man. If
my
you can
schedule
pull
is
up if
going to
you can,
be
just come.
dwindling until the start of the season. Yeah,
I
exactly.
get that, man.
And on the days I'll be doing shows, guys, come catch me up. Support TJ is doing absolutely well for this community. Also, Sarcasm TV, guys, you know what you're getting from this channel, yeah. You know that, yeah. Flawless never sleeps. He keeps on working. Flawless, man, the kind of work you do, man, your work rate, everything you do, man. Big up to you, man. I don't think there's anyone that actually has your fighting spirit and your work ethics, bro. The way you work hard, man. It's big, it's huge. TJ is also in that bracket too, man. The way this guy works, and you can see, and guys, yeah, don't get it twisted. TJ is a working man. He has a job. He's a real one. He has a job. He does lots of things there. Yeah, for him to set time aside and just give you guys lots of great shows. American Idiot, which is one of my best shows on that channel. Yeah, guys, go show him some love. And of course, you can subscribe to my channel once in a while. I'll be dropping one or two gems and doing one or two shows down there, and just come check me out and support me, any way you can. And, help me so that next season I can come and sip the Kool-Aid down here and, challenge a little bit at what Flawless says, see, yeah, I'm the one that revolts, that I'm going to revolt against what Flawless says. I'm going to seep in that Kool-Aid. If we do the right business in the summer, I might just sip that Kool-Aid. If we don't, I might be, here and there. But, next season, yeah, it's going to be a Titan one. Me and Flawless are going to go head to head. TJ is going to be here. I don't mind going head to head with TJ. He's my guy, but, I could just, go off on him. That's what we do. He's my brother. That's what we
It's
do.
100%. So love to everyone that's locked in. Hey, hope you enjoyed the show. Thoroughly enjoyed the show with TJ and Tony as well. Get over to the playback because it's live already. If you have an NBA League pass, you can watch along with us. I'm giving out passes for the game, people. So if you want to watch the game, get over in the chat. Just say big up. Drop your username from the YouTube in the chat, and I'll send you a VIP pass. So you'll see myself and my co-host on the screen, as well as the game as well. So we'll be all synced up, no spoilers. To Warrior J asking, there will be a Champions League final watch along as well, just to clarify for everybody. And it'll be live here on the YouTube and on the playback as well. I think Madrid win 2-1, but obviously we'll talk about that further in regards to today, 5:30 p.m. UK time, Man United podcast. So we're talking all things Manchester United. That will be where we are doing player ratings, people. Then I will be live at 8 p.m. on Chic TV. And then I'm not sure if playoff starts. If the playoffs are started, we'll run pro clubs. If not, I'll run some form of gaming content on the playback. Maybe Fight Night, maybe GTA. I don't know yet. Maybe my career mode on EAFC, something. But love to everyone that's locked in. Big up. We are going to redirect to Northside. So you already know what to put. Super
Big up
Mikel Arteta.
Northside.
That's what you need to put. Super Mikel Arteta raid, people. That's what you lot need to
Big
put.
up,
But this has been the Manchester United Arsenal show live on the Sarcasm TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.